Very good evening, all the scholars. Welcome you all to today's paper analysis of English literature that was conducted today's morning. And I'm very happy to inform you that the paper was mediocre, not that much tough, not easy. So, what I feel, if you have gone through the subject and syllabus deeply, then you must have been attaining 55 to 60% marks very easily. So, I'll be talking in brief about paper 2, that is English literature. Some of the questions which I have received from the various scholars. I've done a lot of hard work just to find out what are the questions that have been asked, but most of the questions were conceptual. That's why it is very difficult to remember the questions. So I'm having some 35-40 questions. So I'm trying to intimate all those questions to you. And I'll also request to type the questions. Apart from that, whatever I'm discussing in the class, if you get any questions in your mind, kindly type in the chat box so that we can include that question in our paper analysis. I'll also throw some light on paper 1, and at the end of the class, I'll also talking about the cutoff. What is the expected cutoff of today's exam, looking at the standard of the paper. Okay, so the first question that I have received is, I'll write one by one the questions. I'll write in the whiteboard. The first question was the word potato. It has been taken from 16th century. This was a hint. 16th century was the hint given. So as you know, in the 16th century, there was no word was taken from either French, Latin, Roman. All these words were already taken during Anglo-Saxon and post-Anglo-Saxon period. So obviously French, Latin, Russian, that was not the right answer. So right answer for this question was Spanish. Okay, the second question was three concentric circle. Three concentric circle. So this question was from Indian literature, very well covered in my class. Three concentric circle by Braj Kachru or B.B. Kachru. So this was the right option. The third question was Essays of Elia by Charles Lamb. Elia was appeared for the first time in which magazine? So he was contributing the essays to the London magazine. Very well covered in my class again, London magazine. This question is from British literature. Okay, question number 4. There were some matching questions, like there was one opening line of G.M. Hopkins, The Wind Hover. The Wind Hover by G.M. Hopkins. And it was something like, I caught this morning minion. And there was one option was The Sea is Calm Tonight by Dover Beach. Dover Beach by Matthew Arnold. So these are the two options that I've received. So if you have matched them correctly, The Wind Hover, Gerard Manley Hopkins, The morning minion, and Dover Beach, The Sea is Calm Tonight. The next question was from ancient literature that I have covered in class number 96, 97. You have to identify the trilogy, Oresteia trilogy. Oresteia trilogy. So as you know, in Oresteia trilogy, this is also known as Agamemnon trilogy. The first one is Agamemnon. The second one was the Libation Bearers. The Libation Bearers. But this is the English title. Libation Bearer is the English title. In the option, they have given Greek title. So that was a kind of twist they have made. Choi Phoroi. Choi Phoroi was the Greek title for the Libation Bearers. And the third one is the Eumenides. So these are the three trilogies of the Oresteia trilogy. So that was the right answer. Okay, so now move on to the next question. If you feel anything to add, kindly let me know. So I am moving on to question number 6. The sixth question was you had to identify the matching questions. There was old comedy and new comedy. And there were two more options. Old comedy, as you know, Aristophanes, as known as the father of comedy. So old comedy is Aristophanes. And after Aristophanes, new comedy was brought in the 3rd century by Menander. So Menander is the right option. Aristophanes, old comedy. Menander, new comedy. So these are the two options that I have received. If any one of you are able to recall, kindly post some more options in the group. Or if I am wrong at some places because I have not appeared the test. So if, many of you have appeared the test, kindly correct me. Okay, question number 7 was there was a term called paradox. Paradox was related to whom? So it was related to Kenneth Brooks. Kenneth Brooks, new critic. The next question was arranging the periodicals in the chronological order, starting from the review. 4 questions have been asked from the class that I have taken on literary criticism and the PDF that I provided to you. 4 questions were asked from just one PDF. The review was by Daniel Defoe, 1905. This was the first in the chronology. Then the Tatler, 1705. The Tatler, 1709, and then the Spectator, 1711, and there was one more in this. There was another question where the Tatler was the first option. The Tatler, the Spectator was the second, and the Rambler was also there. The Rambler. So back to back, there were 2 questions from this periodicals and journals. If any one of you recall the 4th option, kindly let me know.
The quarterly review, sir. The other one.
Quarterly review. Okay, the quarterly review.
Critical review, I think, sir. Critical review.
Okay. No, sir. I'm sure about it. It's quarterly review only.
Okay, okay. So this is the right answer. Okay, next question. I have discussed 9 questions altogether. If any one of you have joined late, you will be getting this video in the YouTube also. Next is question number 10. There were statements given from Waiting for Godot. Waiting for Godot. The first statement was that when the boy is coming, he is talking to which character? When the boy is coming, whether he is talking to Vladimir or Estregion. So the boy is talking to Vladimir. And that was the correct option. And the second one, who says that nothing happens, nobody comes, nobody goes. So that was said by Estregion. So both the statements were correct. It was a statement question, statement 1 and statement 2. Both the statements were correct. Okay, next question. Question number 11. When the vowel is deleted, there was one question, when vowel is deleted, what term is used? And the right option was epnethesis. Epnethesis was the right option over there. Question number 12. There was a question from Hamlet. Yorick is a character. What is the role of Yorick? So Yorick was king's jester. King's jester. So jester was the right option here. So this question is from British literature. Question number 13. What term was used by Ngugi wa Thiong'o? Ngugi wa Thiong'o. So it was decolonizing the mind. Decolonizing the. This is an essay by him. Decolonizing the mind. Yes, please. Is there anyone want to share anything? You are welcome. As we are discussing the questions based on memory, so there may be some mistakes in the questions, so that you have to bear with. So 13 questions I have discussed. Now moving on to question number 14. Question number 14. You have to arrange the characters in the chronological order. Shylock was the first option, and then Epicure Mammon. Epicure Mammon from Alchemist. This was the second option, and the third option was Mirabell from Way of the World. Mirabell, and there was another option, Jimmy Porter. Jimmy Porter, Angry Young Man. So this was the right sequence of this chronology. Shylock, then Epicure Mammon, then Mirabell, and then Jimmy Porter. Okay, so next is question number 15. They have asked about features of the theater of the absurd. Features of the theater of absurd. And the right option was, in the absurd theater, there is not many concentration on the plot. The characters are aimless. They do not give any moral lessons. So these were the right options from the theater of the absurd. So it was a conceptual question. If you know about the theater of the absurd very well, you can get the right answer. There was another matching question, Raj Mohan's wife. Many times we have discussed this question in the class. Raj Mohan's wife from Indian literature. This was the first novel of Indian literature. So it was by Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. And in the same question, there was Untouchable. Untouchable by Mulk Raj Anand. The question was very simple. If you could know only one answer, you could have corrected the question, because the options were given very simple. There were two more options that I have not received yet. The next question was from Sri Lankan literature, Shyam Selva Durai. Shyam Selva Durai. This is a repeated question from a previous year NET exam, also covered in my class. Shyam Selva Durai's Funny Boy. So what is the genre of this Funny Boy, Age of Coming novel? Age of Coming novel. The question was repeated in the year 2017 NET exam. So if any one of you have solved the previous year paper, you could have get it direct question from there. Shyam Selva Durai. So these are the 17 questions, and now I'm moving on to the next question, question number 18. There was a question from Noam Chomsky. As I have covered the linguistic classes, so I hope those who have appeared my linguistic classes very well, you could have solved it. Noam Chomsky. A bit, the question was twisted. The question was, which are the terms that are taken by Noam Chomsky from mathematics? There is one theory that is known as transformational generative theory. Transformational generative theory by Noam Chomsky. So these two words were there in the option, transformation and generative. So if you have appeared the class, you can very well find it as the right answer, transformation and generative. These are the two terms from where he has taken. Not to worry, because we have to find which words are associated with Noam Chomsky. So these are the two words. Other two words were not related to Noam Chomsky. Question number 19. There was one question from Wood's Dispatch. So that I have covered in class 112, Wood's Dispatch. And the options were very simple. The Wood's Dispatch recommended the bringing of English in India. That was one option. And the second option was, I think I have not received it. So that was to create.
So actually, it was actually to have the class which is working for the English people.
Okay.
I couldn't exactly remember. It was saying that, okay, by the English learning of English, they will be having the working class for them. That was one option, which is the correct one. So one is to make them bring English to India, and the second one was it will benefit them because they'll be getting the people to work for them.
Okay, okay, right. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, next question number 20. There was a question from Northrop Frye. Northrop Frye. So from literary criticism, Northrop Frye, tearful symmetry. They have asked match. I think it was a statement question. Summer was related to romance. Summer to romance, and this was the wrong option there. So you had to find out which statement was right. This was one of the wrong, and there was winter. Winter.
So it was not the statement one; it was the match the following type. They had given summer and then summer, winter. For example, summer romance, winter satire. Then you have to select the correct two options. Two of them are given wrong, two of them are given correct.
Okay. Spring for comedy and fall for tragedy. So these were the right options. So those who are aware about this, you must have corrected this option. Okay, so these are the 20 questions. Let's move ahead. We're coming to question number 21. It's very difficult to recall these questions, but I have tried my best to recall the maximum question from different scholars. The next question was when you are old. When you are old. This poem by W.B. Yeats. William Butler Yeats. Who has inspired William Butler Yeats to write this poem? And the right answer was Pierre de Ronsard. It's a French author, Pierre de Ronsard. So a typical type of question, not a general question. There was one question in discourse analysis. Discourse analysis related to whom? Discourse analysis. So as you know, it is by Michel Foucault. Michel Foucault. There was one more question that is related to subaltern. There were two questions from subaltern. The first question, the term subaltern by Gayatri Chakravarti Spivak has been borrowed from or has been taken from, as you know, Antonio Gramsci. So many times we have discussed in the class. Antonio Gramsci. Very simple question it was there. And the second, in the second question, they have asked about the characteristics of the subaltern. So options I have not got, but if you know what is subaltern means, so very well, you can solve that question. Subaltern, so I think it was a statement question. Okay, so these are the 24 questions. Let's move on.
Sir, I could recollect two options.
Okay.
One was about the subaltern speaks about the dominant people, about the VIPs. That was the meaning of that. I'm not able to recollect it completely.
Okay.
And then the other one was it talks about the people, about specific people. So these two things were there.
Okay.
So obviously they don't talk about the dominant people. So we'll be selecting the other one.
Specific people.
Yeah, the specific people, something
right,
of that.
Right. Very right. Okay, thank you. Let's move on to the next question. There was one question from Longinus. And the question was probably about the features of sublime. Features of sublime. They have given several features and you have to identify the correct feature of sublime. I think two features were correct out of that. I have not received the options.
Diction was one of the options, sir.
Diction. Okay.
Because he is also speaking about diction, no? Lofty. And then I think it was the other one was thoughts, sir.
Figure of speech was also there, I think.
I don't remember, sir. Diction was definitely there. I mean, I'm not able to recollect the words, but wordings was one of the options which I selected. That's why I remember about it. Okay. And the other one was like similar to thought or sorry, sir, I'm unable to. Diction is definitely there. That's it.
Okay. There was one question number 26. They have asked the definition of the word competence. So as you know, Noam Chomsky has coined this term competence and performance. How you are, I think competence or performance, what was there? Performance. Okay, performance. So these are two linguistic terms. The competence means whatever the capability you have, and performance is how much you are going to perform, how much you are able to perform in the field of linguistics. So if you know about these two words by Noam Chomsky, you could have solved the questions. Next question was you had to identify the writer of the essay Lear, Tolstoy, and Fool. Lear, Tolstoy, and Fool. It was written by George Orwell. George Orwell was the right answer. So if you have read George Orwell, or if you have read my PDF also, there this essay is mentioned over there. Question number 28. There was two options to be identified as which among the following is written by Afra Bain. Afra Bain. And the right answer was The Rover and Orinoco. So these were the two right options in that question. So we have discussed 28 questions. Now moving on to question number 29. Okay, the next question was which work of Girish Karnad was influenced by Thomas Mann transposed heads. Transposed heads. So very easy question, and it is again a repeated question. As you know, it is Hayavadana. Question number 30. 30 question was, there was one question from Emily Handbook. Very well, I have teach you all about the Emily Handbook. And the right option was there, if there are more than 5 lines. If there are more than 5 lines, that was a wrong option. If there are more than 5 lines, then what you need to do, you have to put the context out of the paragraph. But in the option, it was 5 lines, whereas the correct answer is 4 lines. So this was one of the wrong statement, and there was one more option that was if publisher name and there is some more name, if appears on the title page, you have to remove the other and
imprint, sir. Publisher and imprint.
Imprint, yes, imprint and publisher. Imprint and publisher. If both are there, you have to remove imprint name and only use the publisher name. So that was the right option here. Okay.
Sir, but it was given as a combination. We have to select any two options.
Okay. Okay.
And only these two were fitting over there. The rest were, the other two options were completely wrong. And only these two were given together.
Okay, but this is not the right option. This was the wrong option.
Yes, but other than this, the other two were completely wrong, sir.
Okay.
It was very illogical. I am not able to remember that.
Okay.
But imprint, publisher, and these, yes, the other two were definitely not logical.
Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, so let's move on to question number 31. This was in which of the two poems by Nissim Ezekiel? Nissim Ezekiel. He has bullied Indian English. He has abused Indian English in which of the two poems by Nissim Ezekiel? So the first option was a goodbye party to Miss Puspa T.S. Goodbye party. This was the first one, and the second option was I think a very Indian poem. A very Indian poem. So these were the two right options in which he has abused use of Indian English. Question number 32. This was a repeated question. Cultural studies is related with cultural studies is related with. So as you know, it's University of Birmingham, We have solved this question when we're solving the practice papers, University of Birmingham, 1964. So very easy question it was. So we have solved 32 questions. Now moving on to question number 33. Question number 33. Okay, so this was a matching question. The death of the moth. The death of the moth, you know, it's very easy one by Virginia Woolf. Virginia Woolf is the writer, The Death of the Moth. And then was Of Ambition by Bacon, again very easy one. And What I Believe. There was one more question, but I am not unable to get that. Bertrand Russell. So if you know only these two, you could have solved the question properly. Question number 34. Okay, in this question, there was another question from Virginia Woolf, Mr. Bennett and Mrs. Brown. Mr. Bennett and Mrs. Brown. So they have asked about the theme of this essay. So as you know, the theme is modernism. When the modernism was arriving, how the things were changing. That is mentioned by Virginia Woolf. Modernism was the right option here. Okay, the next question was question number 35. The Cornhill magazine was associated with which author? The Cornhill magazine. So as you know, it is associated with William Makepeace Thackeray. He was the editor of this magazine. William Makepeace Thackeray was the right option for this Cornhill magazine. So we have discussed 35 questions. I hope you are able to relate your own options. Let's move on to question number 36. In which of the following John Donne has used a symbol? And what was the symbol given?
Compass.
Compass. Very right. And the right option was a valediction forbidding morning. Very simple answer. A valediction forbidding morning. So this was the right option for that. Moving on to question number 37. There were two questions in the passage. Passage was from Tess of the D'Urbervilles, and in one of the options, the right option was Tess was hanged. Tess was hanged. And the other options in the same passage, two questions were there from Tess. While Tess was being had, there were two people who were silent and looking at the Tess. One was Angel Clare, and second one was Lisa Lou. So this was the right option. These two were from the passage. Moving on to next question number 39. There was one passage from The Tempest. There was one passage from Harold Bloom. And I think there was one more passage. 4 passages were there.
G.M. Hopkins, sir.
G.M. Hopkins.
The poem, sir. It was a poem.
It was
G.M.
a poem.
Hopkins poem.
Never.
Nothing worse than this something.
Okay. So altogether we have discussed 40 questions that all I have received from the various scholars I have queried.
There was a question from concentric circle as well.
That I have discussed already.
Okay, sir. Sorry, I didn't log in at that point of time.
Okay. So if any one of you can recall some more questions from the morning shift, tomorrow we will discuss the afternoon shift questions. So those who are associated with afternoon shift, don't worry. We will discuss those questions, but it will take some time for me to arrange and gather all those questions. But definitely, if out of 100 questions, we are able to get 40 questions by memory, that's more than enough.
So there was one question of the characters also. Leopard Bloom. The characters were given and the novels were given, so we had to match that.
Okay, okay. Leopard Bloom.
Then the novels were Ulysses,
Okay.
Power and the Glory. In the Power and the Glory, where the opposite option was Whiskey Priest.
Whiskey Priest. Okay.
Then
So that
Anyone can help?
there was a question from the poems. The beginning, the first line of the poems were given, and we have to match with the poets. That was also there.
Okay. What was any option you are able to recall?
yes, it was from Tennyson's work.
Okay.
No, not only from Tennyson, Suji. Am I right?
Not only from
Matthew Arnold and Tennyson.
Matthew Arnold, Tennyson.
Yes.
not
Raleigh
valid.
Lippi
And
and
Robert Browning. Yes, sir. Yes. Daisy Rossetti.
Matthew Arnold. I think
So Dover Beach, sir.
Dover Beach.
Yes, sir.
Dover
Yes.
Beach.
And one more question was there with Virginia Woolf, sir, from Orlando. What was the poem he's writing? The oak tree, sir.
The Oak Tree. Orlando.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, I have a question, sir. As to in second shift, I have the second shift, so I got a question. The question is that, sir, in which book of Paradise Lost it is written about the Agra and Mughal emperor?
Agra and Mughal Emperor.
Yes, sir. And the option is given that book number 3, book number 4, book number 7, and book number 11. So as I choose book number 11,
Okay.
because I applied some logic according to my own. That is book number 3 is talking about the Mount Nipats where Saturn land first time. Then, sir, the second option, the book number 4, where Saturn tried to tempted the Eve. And the third logic which I have applied for the third option, that is in the book number 7, there is the creation of the world and universe.
Okay.
So last option I gone through.
Okay. This was quite a new question. From where they are taking out the questions, I'm surprised.
Actually, sir, different type of question have been asked in the second shift. Actually, whatever the question you have discussed in the first shift, that I found that bit easier, but the second shift is quite tough.
Okay. Okay. But they have to maintain the balance. I don't know how it happens.
Okay. But sir, what is the right answer for this question?
I'm also not aware. I'll have to find it out.
Sir, one more question
How
was
is your
there
question?
with cultural studies terms, sir. Pierre Bourdieu, cultural intermediate or something intermediate, something was there.
Okay. Yeah, actually, what happens? Okay. What happens actually? The options were very conceptual and statement based, so very difficult to remember the questions. So we are able to recall all those questions which are directly asked. So we are able to recall. Otherwise, there are many questions which you might have done correct, but not able to recall. So at least 43, 44 questions we are able to recall. That will give you some idea where you stand for.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Tanmay.
One question I remember that is asked from the David Lodge. There is
Okay.
yes, sir. Which works are written by David Lodge? The options are Changing Places, Night's Work, and the British Museum Falling Down that I have chosen. And there is some another option which I not needed for my answer.
Okay. Okay.
Ivan McEwan, sir. Ivan McEwan question was also there, sir, to identify.
Ian McEwan.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Identify the works.
Yes, very right.
Also,
And there was one more question from Meenakshi Mukherjee.
yes, please.
Upamanyu Chatterjee also, sir.
Yes, one question from Upamanyu Chatterjee.
There was one question from Robert Browning. We had to choose. The 4 options were there, and we had to choose 2 poems of Robert Browning. And one of the poem was "Roland to the Dark Tower Came."
Okay. Robert Browning. Okay, so we are able to recall so many questions, 48 questions.
Sir, but
Okay.
this time I found it very strange. No Milton, no Johnson. All the major writers were not even mentioned, sir. No
Very right.
Paradise Lost in the first shift. No Dr.
Chaucer. Yes, sir. Yes.
Chaucer, yes.
So there
And
was one.
15th century and 16th century was completely. I felt that they have blocked those things. Only from 18th century onwards, it was maximum.
Very right.
Chaucer, Canterbury Tales. Otherwise, at least one question is always there from Canterbury Tales, which was not there.
Yes, very right.
So there was one question from. I forgot.
What was question about UGC? There was one question. What was that?
Sir, that was in paper 1, if I'm not wrong. They were
So the UGC is taken from. It has formed from National Commission.
University Education Commission, Soji, if I'm not wrong. Am I right? It was a statement assertion question, and in which they said that it was University Education Commission which has given the suggestion to open UGC, and then the reason was something given regarding to that, sir.
Was there any question from Lord Macaulay?
So it was that one of the opposite.
Yes, sir. Yes.
From which of the this was it Wood Dispatch or Macaulay's Minutes, Hunter Commission?
Yes,
that
Commission.
question.
Okay.
10 plus 2 plus 3.
10 plus 2 plus 3. Okay. It was, I think, in paper 1. I think.
No, sir, in paper 2.
In paper 2. Okay.
Sir, one question I remember that they have asked that in which Education Act or something was there that our nation is sitting in the classroom. This term has been taken in NEP 1986 or UGC Commission or like that. The options were there.
Okay. So, what was the options there in 10 plus 2 plus 3? Any idea?
Sir, Wood Dispatch, Macaulay's Minutes, Hunter Commission. And the fourth one I don't remember.
Kothari was there? Kothari?
No, sir. It was completely unknown, sir. We'd never heard such commission before.
National Policy on Education was not there?
No, sir.
No, sir. No.
Fourth option was Elphinstone report. Elphinstone report.
Elphinstone report. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So there was another question from Study of Poetry by Philip Sidney.
Okay.
It was quite easy. Philosophy and the options were religion, aestheticism. He compares the poetry to which two studies?
Yes, philosophy, religion, aestheticism, beauty.
Those four options were there.
And beauty. So what was the right answer?
Delight, not beauty, sir. Sorry, delight.
Philosophy was not there in the option, sir. History, aestheticism.
Delight was there.
Religion.
Religion. Okay, so he has compared with history is obviously there, and aestheticism is also there. So history and aestheticism, because he said that poetry should be able to please the people. That is what is aestheticism, isn't it?
Sir, but I don't think it's a combination option. Only one option. Combinations like that, sir.
So maybe
Okay.
I'm not able to frame the question properly, sir, but it was based on this.
Okay.
I think the question was philosophy, and we can choose one option from the following.
Philosophy
That
was
was
there.
So
yeah. Philosophy was
question.
there in the question.
Personal and history, I think.
Philosophy was there in the question, and option there is history. So we can choose history as an answer.
Yeah, history was obviously there. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, coming to paper 1 now. I have received
So
some of the
DI was very
questions.
easy.
Pardon?
The DI data interpretation was very easy.
DI was very easy as I have got, but out of the 5 questions,
There's one wrong.
one question was wrong. But I have
Yes.
received the feedback because they have asked the ratio and they have not given any ratio in the options. So that was one wrong question. So the general marking will be given to all.
So the problem with the question was they were asking about the ratio of the post-graduation graduation and with the PhD.
Okay.
So only the numerator answer was there and the PhD
Denominator
ratio was not.
Denominator
was
was
not.
not there. Yes. But
So maybe bonus.
but was the numerator matching with the right option?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so that will be the right answer. But the general marking will be given to all. So comprehension was, I think, it was a bit tough.
Yes, comprehension was tough.
A bit tough. But as an English literature student, I expect all of you to get 5 out of 5 at least. And in DI, as it was easy, so I think you could have marked at least 4 right out of the 5.
So the math questions were easy.
Okay, there was one math question that based on simple interest, that if any amount is doubled in 10 years,
yes,
what will in how many years it will be tripled?
Tripled.
And the right answer was 15 years, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And there was one more question from mathematics. I think.
So it was average.
Pardon?
The question was from average. That if the multiples, if the positive numbers multiples average is x, then what would be the if you add 10 to the positive numbers, what would the average come?
Okay.
Somewhere like that.
There was one question like multiples of 11, multiples of 9, I think, multiples of 9 up to 20 terms. So take out the average, and the average was given something like 92.5 or something. And the second statement was multiples of 11 up to 10 terms. And it was something given.
This was a
statement based question.
Yes. And the second statement, the 11 one was wrong.
The 11 one was wrong.
No. 11 one was correct.
Correct. 9 was wrong. Yes. Very right. 9 was wrong. Somewhere it was wrong.
Yes.
There was the formula that you had to apply was
average of 9 multipliers up to 9 terms.
Yes.
Was 92.6, and average of 11 terms of 11 was 60.5.
60.5. Very right. Excellent. So this is the formula that you had to apply, n by 2 a plus l. So if 20 terms, then 20 by 2. The first term was 9 and the last term as 20, so it is 180. So you have to find out. It is not coming 92.6, so that was the wrong option. There was one question, so find the next term. Can I know if you recall? Find the next term.
Yes. It was 2, 9, 37.
Okay.
And it was 36 into 4 plus 1. So what it would be? 149, sir. 149.
149.
And the next term had to be found. So it was 149 into 4 plus 1. So this was the trick.
Okay.
2 into 4 plus 1, 9 into 4 plus 1.
Okay.
37 into 4 plus 1. So 149 into 4 plus 1.
Right. Okay, this was very simple one, that means. Okay.
Yes, it was simple. So there was one more question of clock, that if it is the time is 3:40, then what is the angle of the angle?
Okay.
And the options were 120 degree, 150 degree, 130 degree,
Okay, 340, right?
340.
I think 130 is the right answer.
Okay.
No, sir, it will go beyond 130 because the time, if it is 3:45, it will be 180 degree.
Let's find out. So this is our clock. As you know, it is divided into 5 parts, 4 and 5. So altogether there are 360 degrees in the clock. That means 360 divided by 12. So 30 degree will be the hours when the clock hours hand moving from 3 to 4. That means it will travel 30 degree, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 30 and again 30, again 30, again 30, and this also count as 30. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Altogether 150 degree. When the hand moves from 3 to 8, so it will be 150. But because the hand is already moved at 340, means it will be somewhere close to 4. So we have to subtract
Yes.
this angle. You have to
Yes.
subtract
We
this angle.
must 20 degrees.
Very right. So as you know, 40, 20, 60 by 40. Total is 60, 40 we have already traveled. So 60 by 40 will become 3 by 2. And then we have to multiply with 60 by 40. It is 40 by 60, no? 40 by 60. And we have to multiply with 30 because it's moving 30 degree from 3 to 4. So just multiply by 30. It becomes 20 degrees. So you have to subtract 20 minus 150. It will become 130 degree. Yes, 130 is the right option here.
Yes, sir. 130 is correct.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so this question was a bit typical, but if you know the trick, you can solve it easily. Okay, then moving on to one question that was asked from English literature, that was Michel Foucault. I think discourse analysis was in paper 1, right? Discourse analysis. There was one question from MDG, right? Millennium Development Program.
7th goal was asked, sir.
7 goals of the MDG, very right.
7th goal. We have to identify the 7th goal.
7th goal, okay. So MDG, I think already covered in paper 1 class, isn't it?
There were more options to choose, sir. Around 3 options we need to choose from that.
Okay, more options were there. Okay, multiple
Sir,
select
actually
questions.
they have given what can we say? 7th option is environment, no, but they have given it in such a manner that we have to select the options which are talking about environment.
Okay. Fine. Any questions from alphabets? No?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So I think paper 1 was also mediocre, not that much tough, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if I talk about
Even mathematical reasoning was also asked in the form of assertion and reasoning, sir.
okay. What was the question? Can you recall the question?
Yes, sir. That we were discussing about 9 multiples of 9 and 11, sir.
Yeah. That we have discussed just now.
Both true or false.
Okay. Thank you. So if I talk about the cutoff, as I can see in paper 2, the questions were not surface level. They were very deep. Even the questions which were directly asked, they were asked memory based. If you do not know the chronological order, very difficult to find the right answer. Hardly there were 5 to 10 questions which were asked directly. Otherwise, most of the questions you need to memorize the years, memorize the chronology, or you need to understand the concept. So what I believe, for a beginner or the one who is appearing for second, third time, very difficult to attempt more than 50 questions. If anyone is getting 50 out of 100 in paper 2, that will be a good score. 50 plus is a very good score in paper 2. Whereas looking at the level of paper 1, I expect 30 plus out of 50. 30 plus question is a good score. So 60% in paper 1 and 50% in paper 2 will make you qualify the NET exam very easily. That is guaranteed. If I talk about the general category, and if I talk about the GRF, it should be 60 and 35. That will take you very close to the GRF. So we have to wait for a week or two to get the answer key and as well as the answer sheet, question paper also. And there we will be able to find out. If more questions coming to your mind, keep sending the questions in the group so that we can add on our knowledge at least. If we're not able to identify anything else, so at least we will be adding the knowledge to our mind. Because every time we are solving the question paper, one thing is very sure that the questions are repeated. If I recall the UPSC question paper, from there also one question is repeated. If I talk about the RPSC question